Xiaoguang?
What is it? Hungry already? Just wait a little longer. It'll be ready soon.
You're hosting this gathering because you've already made up your mind, haven't you?
Figures. You saw right through me. I really was planning to be honest with you, just like I said I would. Last night, after you'd all gone to bed, I found this under the door.
Xiaoguang, I found a way to break the connection between you and the Qingming sword. The power of the Creator is beyond imagination. Deep within the place we once knew lies the key to awakening them. When they descend in the days to come, my wish will finally come true. No matter the price I have to pay, Xiaoguang, you will be free.
This letter, it looks like it's from Senior Ye. Given how much he cares about you, even if he did decide to do this, there's no way he'd ever tell you. This note looks like...
It looks like it's trying to lure me there. I know my bond with the Qingming sword more than anyone. Breaking it isn't something that can be done so easily. Back when I was chosen by the sword, my brother didn't know about its side effects. He was genuinely happy for me. He ruffled my hair, eyes shining, and said, "You're amazing, Xiaoguang. From now on, your big brother will have to rely on you." I knew what he was really happy about. That I could finally be accepted, have a real place in Yunque Summit. A new home. But then, when he learned the truth about the Qingming sword, and what happened to the wielders before me...
That's too cruel for him.
When we received the news that our parents really had passed, he held back his tears. He didn't want me to be even more afraid. But the day he found out the fate of the sword's wielders, my brother, who had never shown weakness before, broke down in front of me, crying and saying he was sorry, over and over. In the end, with his eyes red and fists clenched, he kept repeating it again and again, not just to me, but to himself, that there had to be a way, and that he would find it. That way became his obsession for years. He even hid from me and Shifu that he was experimenting with forbidden techniques, trying to shift the Qingming sword's side effects onto himself instead.
Onto himself?
Thank goodness Shifu caught it in time. That was the first time I'd ever seen her so angry. Not at the forbidden techniques, but at my brother for putting himself in danger. She didn't punish him. She just let out a long sigh, placed a hand gently on his shoulder, and sat with him under the cold moon for the entire night.
Maybe only Yixuan Shifu, who has endured loss and shouldered her own share of burdens, could truly understand Senior Ye's state of mind back then. That heavy weight he was carrying.
Yeah. After that day, my brother promised her he would never let his obsession ruin him. Not even for my sake. Shifu poured her heart and soul into crafting the Qingming sword's case after her older sister passed away. With it, as long as I keep training in seclusion and reinforcing the seal, I can live like an ordinary person. But even with the sword case's protection, Shifu and my brother have always been so careful with me. Of course, I understand why. Every part of the seal carries Shifu's lingering pain from her past, and the fear my brother hides deep inside his heart has never really gone away. That's why, this time, I have to go. My sanity tells me that even when despair first struck, my brother never thought about sacrificing others for my safety. He tried to shoulder the side effects of the Qingming sword himself. I don't believe that the person who made that choice back then would now throw himself into the Creator's arms just because of me. So there must be something else he's trying to do.
I believe in Senior Ye too.
But I can't stop the terrible thoughts from creeping into my head. Trap or not, a path of no return or not, I can't let him face that danger alone. I have to stand beside him. I know it's reckless and dangerous. But with you, I don't always have to be so sensible. I want to choose my own path, to take on the responsibility that's mine to bear. So, since you can't stop me, hide it for me one more time, please?
I'm not here to talk you out of this. I'm here to make a promise as your companion, not a declaration as your protector. Whether it's into the abyss or toward the light, Xiaoguang, let me be your trusted companion, your proxy, and walk with you to the other side of this path.
Why is it that words this heavy can still make my heart feel so warm? Why does it make me so happy I almost want to cry?
Come on now. You should save those tears for when we find your brother. Right now, we promised that tonight would be nothing but joy and laughter, remember?
Right. Then I'll go check on the desserts. There are still so many tasty flavors I want to share with you. Alright, everything's ready! A special thanks to Beelion, Eos, and Banyue Shifu for helping me out. No way I could have handled all this on my own. Ooh, try this, Dylan. I added extra honey, just the way you like it.
Oh? You even figured out I've got a sweet tooth, huh? How thoughtful of you. Hey, Beelion, look at your paws. They're all greasy. You can't eat. Or is Spark's gonna turn you into a grilled lion? Oops, my bad.
Banyue Shifu, would you like to try a chashu bun? I remember you're not fond of oily food.
It's perfect.
I'm glad everyone likes them. They're nothing fancy, just some home-styled cooking.
Xiaoguang, you're too modest. With skills like this, you could open a restaurant of your own. The balance...
Xiaoguang, your cooking makes me feel all warm and full of energy.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've had a feast like this.
Though I have to say, compared to the way you nearly scorched the bottom of the pot earlier, stomping your feet in panic, you sure adapted fast, Xiaoguang.
Dylan, we agreed not to bring that up. That old stove's impossible to handle. The flames keep flaring up and dying down. Luckily, Banyue Shifu's here. Anyway, since we're all here, why don't we sit by the fire and chat for a bit?
Oh? Chatting? I love chatting. What should we chat about?
Let me think. Oh, I know. Everyone share something funny or embarrassing that's happened to you recently. Dylan, you first. Wow, look. After all that goofing around, the stars almost look brighter, don't they? One year, my brother, Senior Fufu, and I went to release lanterns together on a mountain behind Junkui Summit. It was a blustery day, and the wind was so strong we couldn't even get the lanterns lit. I remember stomping around in frustration. Eventually, I just tossed the lantern aside and lay on the grass. But when I looked up, I saw the starry sky, each star shining brighter than any lantern. My brother said, that the stars are the best kind of lantern to carry your wishes. I wonder, what did I wish for back then? Feels like it's been ages since I had a moment like that. No thoughts, no worries, just gazing at the stars and having a quiet conversation.
You aren't planning to use me to activate the array, are you?
No need to test me. I already told you. You'll stand with me before the Creator. As for activating the array, there is another candidate.
You already know where the array is, and the Creator's location. When will the summoning begin?
Patience. Timing is like a seed buried deep in the soil. You can't simply will it to sprout. It needs the appropriate nourishment and the right season to break through the earth. So we wait. Wait until the keys chosen by the Creator are all in place.
Senior Sompao? What's going on?
We'll get you patched up right away.
No, don't worry about me. Listen, last night, sometime after midnight, the miasma at the old mining site suddenly erupted. The other disciples are all trapped there now. Many of them are severely wounded.
Belle, we don't have time to wait for Shifu and the others.
Got it. Then let's get going. Wise, we'll leave Senior Sompao to you and B-Lion.
We'll take care of him. Eels will be waiting for you there. I'll go tell Banyue Shifu and Dylan. But remember, Belle, Xiaoguang needs to be careful with the sword.
Relax, Junior Wise. I promised Belle I wouldn't break the seal lightly. Don't forget, I'm pretty strong. Even without the Qingming sword, I'll do my best to keep everyone safe. This is the perfect time for me to show how reliable a senior I can be.
I know most of what happened now. The issue is, I can't reach Banyue.
Huh? Could Banyue Shifu be planning to face everything alone after what Dylan said yesterday?
Ning Qian's also missing. The timing of the miasma eruption can't be a coincidence. And his disappearance only confirms my suspicions. Something isn't right.
Your suspicions? What did you dig up this time, Dylan?
Remember when I told you that I heard a familiar name among the voices of those dying in the mine's old residential area? That name was Ning Qian.
Ning Qian? Were his relatives among the victims back then?
When the disaster hit the old mining site, Banyue left many to die, including Ning Qian's sister.
Those Banyue turned away.
Proxy, there's no point in hiding anything from her at this point, right?
Xiaoguang, this is what happened.
So, Ning Qian concealed his past and joined Banyue's school to get close to him. I found out that he contacted Sarah before he first met us. No wonder more clues somehow always appeared the moment we thought the trail was about to go cold. That's Sarah. She must have used the hatred in his heart to strike some sort of deal with him. Us meeting the Exaltus remnants, discovering the ancient tome, and learning of the array. None of that was random. Looks like that woman has been secretly orchestrating these seemingly logical events. I got an investigation report on Ning Qian this morning. He said goodbye to his neighbors and friends at the martial arts school. The way he spoke made it sound like he was leaving on a long trip and might never see them again.
Never see them again? Does that mean he's out to take revenge?
That seems to be the most likely possibility. The recent miasma eruption that led Banyue to investigate was probably meant to lure him into opening the ancient array.
So that note I received?
Was it a setup to exploit Banyue Shifu's guilt toward Xiaoguang and the others? He tried to keep her safe and stop Senior Ye from activating the array, which made it the perfect bait to draw him in.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. I suspect the array and the ancient tome, and even the part about the key to quell miasma, were nothing more than tricks to keep him chasing. It might all be Sarah's handiwork. Think about it. Using powerful ether energy to activate the array and purify the miasma? If the array is used to absorb a large amount of ether energy and miasma, then where will all that power go? The miasma in Limnian Hollow is abnormally receding. Where is it flowing to? What else is behind the residential building in the mines? For example, sustaining that creator who is soon to descend.
If that's true, then even if the array once had its use, it's definitely not some world-saving miracle anymore. Instead, it's an energy pool gathering strength for the creator's descent.
As for Ning Qian, no matter how much he knows about what's actually happening, he's already become someone else's pawn.
I know I don't have the right to forgive Banyue Shifu on his behalf, or erase the hatred he carries in his heart. But even if I don't remember him as a child anymore, I know from the time we've spent together that the kindness he showed us was genuine.
So, what about you? As things stand, what do you think of Banyue? Have you made up your mind?
My mind was already clear, ever since we left the Hollow and stepped on the bridge that connects my old home to the outside world. Amidst all the chaos, that figure silently rushed out, carrying my brother and me over the bridge. The only hands that we could reach in that terrible abyss. The only person who held us, as sturdy as a mountain, was Banyue Shifu.
Huh? Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
Yes, Banyue Shifu never mentioned it. He saved my brother and me all those years ago. He looked after us, sent us to Yunquei Summit, gave us a better home. No matter what kind of past he carries on his shoulders, or what strict cold rules he adheres to, how could I erase such kindness? And now his guilt has driven him into danger for us again. Dialin, Belle, I'm going to bring Banyue Shifu and my brother back.
Now that's the spirit of the Qingming Sword successor. If you're set on dragging them back from the abyss, then let's get going. Before that scrap heap gets turned into actual scrap, and before your brother and Ning Qian make any irreversible mistakes.
Dialin!
I knew you were a good person.
All right, stop it, you two.
Song Tao must have delivered the message to you. Is he okay?
Don't worry, Senior Qingyuan. He'll be okay. But he told us that our fellow disciples from Suibian Temple were trapped by miasma. How did you manage to break free?
It was Banyue Shifu. Somehow the sealed gate was opened last night. Some disciples went in to explore, but shortly after, a wave of active miasma came and swept everyone away, leaving us trapped in different places. Later, just as we were about to give up hope, Banyue Shifu came and saved everyone. From the look on his face, I could tell that it wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment decision. He seemed as if he had long made up his mind to go in there.
Did he say anything before you left?
He said that human forces could no longer stop this chaos and that he needed to find another way. So he went to investigate the source. He also said some strange things, heavy words. I don't know if they were meant for us or if he was just talking to himself.
Heavy words? What do you mean?
He said, to walk this world is as to depart one's home for distant shores. When debts of old weigh heavy, they press not upon thy steps alone, but cast thy companions stumbling in the dust beside thee. He also said something like, I shall make the burden lighter, my own and far more for my companions. This debt must be paid.
Just as I suspected.
I thought it sounded strange at the time. I wanted to help him, but I was injured. There wasn't much I could do. I was worried, so I insisted he take Bolian along. Shortly after he left, toward the source of the miasma, we heard a loud noise. Then, the miasma that was trapping everyone appeared to be drawn towards something else and started to recede. We were all so relieved. Until just a moment ago, when Bolian came back and reported that Banyue Shifu was trapped now. You can try scanning Bolian's memory module to find out exactly what happened, but things aren't looking good. At this rate, Banyue Shifu will be killed in that array.
We rarely came here back then. We must make haste and check the area for anything suspicious. He's already here? Oh.
Over here! Banyue Shifu! This way!
Fall back behind me!
Ning Qian must have been the one who opened this door.
It's like every inch of this place is etched deeply in his memory.
dragging this on, Banyue! Stop! It's over for you! How pathetic. How long do you think you can keep up that heroic act? Stop pretending you're a savior. Look at you! Look at the monster you become! Can't you see? Stop fighting! Just let me die here! We can both die here! You should watch me die. Just like how you watched my sister struggle on the brink of death all those years ago. Why are you still playing the merciful saint? I've waited 10 years. 10 whole years! And now the day is here. You don't deserve to save anyone! And you don't deserve to let me live. Since you'll be dying with me, then so be it. Guess I can finally avenge my sister. And give myself some closure.
Chen, I shall repay this debt with my life. Yes, your life is not a bargaining chip. You still have a long road ahead. Go and live. Live and see the world that your sister never saw.
The array base has been destroyed, and now the suppressed miasma has been released. What a pain.
You finally made it! Banyue Shifu and his disciple are all trapped within that array. Banyue Shifu has been battling an endless stream of ethereals to protect that young fellow. He's been fighting for quite some time now. I couldn't quite make out what they were saying, but it sounded like the young man was begging Banyue Shifu to give up on him. And who knows how much longer he can hold them off.
That platform is where Dad used to take me to see the stars. The array has been there all along, so close by.
Is there a way to break through or enter the array?
The concentration of miasma is too high over there. I can't get any closer.
Fairy, scan and confirm the range of the entire array. Belle, you can try getting closer, but be careful. Fairy and I will think of a way to break it.
Got it. Let's move in that direction.
It won't work. The arrays absorb too much miasma. We can't break through that barrier.
Surrender, you clumsy hunk of iron. Why endure this endless pain? Open your core and embrace this great power. It will grant you rebirth and eternal freedom. Do you hear that? Do you hear the cries of the burden deep within your body? Your bearings are screaming. Your circuits are melting. You have long been covered in cracks on the verge of collapse.
Emotion module overload. Forcing deinstallation to clear redundant emotional data. Re-verifying core command. Suppress miasma by any means necessary.
Dive in. Sink into eternity. Behold how they long to accept you. Why resist? You are a part of this filth. This shell is broken. My body, like a candle flickering in the wind. Yet even if only a sliver of hope remains, the faintest glimmer of light, this heart must hold it fast and never let it go. So stubborn. Look at these scars. They're not just marks of battle. They're the price of bearing what should never have been yours to carry. Murderer! He must pay with his life!
Your existence is a mistake. You should be eradicated. Feeling pain. It's nothing compared to the agony we feel.
Descend to hell. Fall with us. How long can you hold on? 10 minutes. 1 minute. A second. Is it worth it? For those who hate you, who fear you, for those souls who curse you day and night, for a bunch of rotten worms, a world that only exploits you and fears you, suffering, exhausted, then why trudge in vain through this hopeless mire? Give up. Give up your meaningless pain. Your very existence is a mistake, and your struggle an even greater one. Even if I fall here, this is the path I have chosen. This is the price I have to pay. This will is like a stone, immovable, unyielding. Even if my body shatters and I perish here, I shall not falter. Let go of your meaningless resistance, of your heavy burdens. Let everything return to nothing, to its original, pristine, blank state. Isn't that a good idea? No more bloodshed, no more disappointment. No endless penance, no duty, no guilt, only eternal release.
Belle, Fairy and I have found something.
Master, an abnormally large convergence of miasma has been detected. Warning. Vital signs of the survivors in the platform area are extremely weak. Anomaly detected. Multiple energy flow nodes detected. I've marked the coordinates. The ether flow corresponds with the signature of the array base. Destruction of these nodes would disrupt the formation, destabilizing its structural integrity and potentially disabling the array core.
Array base and array core. Looks like I'll just have to give it a shot.
Great. Destroying the array base might not only break the barrier and save people, but it might even delay or even stop the miasma that the Matrix sends to the Creator. It's a race against time. We have to hurry.
The nodes are scattered all over. Let's split up.
Okay, leave this area to me. Proxy, you cover Xiaoguang. The noise in the array core is getting weaker. Let's